Hey there friends, it is Sherry, the homespun wife. I wanted to come and share with you my Aldi haul from today. You know, I ran to Walmart yesterday and I picked up a few items, and I told you guys I just wasn't going to bother with showing you what I picked up because I didn't get very much. And you said you wanted to see what I got, even if it wasn't very much. So I'm glad to know that you enjoy the hauls, and I will be doing them then if you do enjoy them. And my husband just got word back about his lawnmower. You'll remember I told you a video or two ago that this past Saturday he ran over a stump with his lawnmower and it messed it up and it was making a grinding sound. Well, he found out yesterday that it was going to be about $900 to fix it. Ouch. That is a lot of money. We were thinking about $300 would be a lot. So $900 is certainly a lot. And at that time, he talked to the John Deere place about trading in his mower. Now, his mower is not very old. It's just a 2011, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's in impeccable condition. He keeps it covered with the John Deere cover, and it's under our carport here, and he takes very good care of it. And we always have it serviced. And they only wanted to give him $200 worth of value for his lawn tractor. And my husband was so upset by that. He's like, after this lawnmower breaks down and I'm not fixing it anymore, then I'm going to just go to Walmart and I'm going to buy me a cheap riding mower. I'm not going to be faithful to John Deere anymore, because since our early years of homeownership, we have always owned a John Deere. And we've been very pleased with the product. It's a wonderful product, but right now he's thinking that he wishes that he didn't have to pay this $900 to have it repaired, because he thought, if I'm paying close to $1,000 and I added another $1,000 or so with it, then maybe I could just go ahead and step up to one of the the lower models of John Deere's and get a new one. No, that didn't work out. So we're going to have it repaired because it's too nice of a lawnmower not to have it repaired, and of course it won't be worth very much if it's not. So we've got that big bill facing us. Not very happy about it, but we're thankful that he didn't get hurt. That is the main thing. So let me turn this around and show you what I got at Aldi today. I love Aldi since they have renovated our store. It seems like it's so much larger. They have what appears to me to be much more product, and one entire huge aisle is always non-food items. And I love to go down that aisle. They have everything from tennis shoes to socks. It's always changing. This spring they have had picnic sets and patio sets, and two things that I really love. They have a two-person rocker that you could put on your, like a gliding rocker, you could put on your patio, or if you have a front porch. I have a front porch, but mine is sort of small, and so we tend to go out here on the patio. And then they also have a swing, like a two-person swing that stands on its own, that's freestanding, and it looked really nice. Now the rocker I think was around $89, and I think the big swing was closer to $140 or something like that. But I love going down that aisle and looking at all the things that they have. Today I spent $104.90, and I think I got a lot for my money. Let me show you what I picked up. I'm going to start here with the green peppers. Last time I bought the green peppers at Aldi, I did a bad thing. I used one, then I let the other two sit on my cabinet, and pretty soon, within a few days, they started deteriorating. And what I like to do is lay one out to use fresh, and then I like to chop the other two and put them in the freezer. But if I don't specifically set my mind to do that, I will forget, and that's how it is. And then you lose your value in your groceries, and it made me so angry at myself. So today I'm planning on chopping a couple of these peppers up if I don't think I'm going to be using them all. I think these were, I don't know, I think they were $149, but I can't be sure. I wish I had a photographic memory, and I could tell you guys all the things that I purchased and how much they were. Oh, it appears that they were $179, guys, okay? And then I have celery here, which is really fresh today. They have this string cheese variety. This is something my husband and I will sometimes have at night. They have the Colby Jack and just the regular, like the mozzarella string cheese. And this was $5, just in some change. I can't really recall. I picked up some pork sausage. I love their pork sausage there, and it's the best deal. I think it's $1.99. I also picked up corn. Now, sometimes they will have this corn for like $1.49, but lately it's been $2.49, but it is so worth it to us because since there's just two of us, we'll make 2 ears one night and then 2 ears another night, and it's It's really yummy. And I can't wait. In the summer is when the prices usually go down. So I can't wait for that. I bought some of the center cut bacon. I made bacon this morning. I've pretty much cut down to making bacon about one morning a week, and also making the sausage one morning a week. And then other times we have other things. I bought the beefed smoked sausage. Now this will last us for a couple of meals. One of those meals, I will chop up this cabbage, and I will chop up an onion and maybe put some onion and garlic powder in there, saute it in some olive oil, and we will have this probably with some rice and a fruit on the side or something like that. I got these beautiful blackberries. Blackberries are my favorite fruit, and I love them, and I love blackberry jelly is my favorite. And strawberry's good, but blackberry's my favorite. And these were absolutely beautiful. They were $1.49. I picked up these wonderful looking tomatoes. Now these are the cucumbers that I love to get. They're the mini cucumbers, and we use them in salads, and we also just use them for snacking. And sometimes at night when we're eating this cheese down here, when we have a stick of cheese, I'll just cut up a cucumber and eat along with it. I bought some peach yogurt and some pineapple yogurt, 2 of each of those. I bought the bananas. Then I bought this Asian chopped salad kit. I love these little kits. They make it super easy when you are in a hurry, and a lot of times when we're on the go, not knowing what our schedule holds from one day to the next, just to throw this in a bowl. And this has your green cabbage, romaine, lettuce, kale, red cabbage, carrots, and green onion. And then in packets, they have the wonton strips. Another packet has the sliced almonds. And then it has the sesame dressing in another packet. And then you can just toss all that together. And it's really good. They started selling the coleslaw mix. I'm so excited. Before they did the renovation, they never had any coleslaw mix, and it drove me nuts because many times I could get everything I needed for the week at Aldi, but we eat a lot of slaw, and so I would always end up having to run to Food Lion and pick up my slaw mix because I love this. I just love this mix, and my husband does too. Well, guess what? Now they have it, and it's so much cheaper. At Food Lion, it's about $1.89, but at Aldi, it's $1.49. So you can save that much on just one item. Now, for little treats, I got these peanut butter cookies. They were $1.39, friends. These taste just like the Girl Scout cookies that have the little peanut butter in the top. They are so good. There's not a ton in there, but that's perfect for just the 2 of us. And then I like to get their chocolate bars, and their imported chocolates are wonderful. And they're at a great price too. So this is $1.49 for this whole big bar. And we'll just break a piece off now and then after a meal just to have a taste of something sweet. And then we'll move over this way. I bought the center cut pork chops. Now, at one time I used to get the super thin pork chops, and they were good, but lately I've been using this instead of in my oven or something. I've been doing these on the Foreman grill. I will season them with some chop seasoning that I have purchased. I have a big bottle in there, and it just takes, literally just a few minutes to cook these on the Foreman grill, and they are wonderful. And this will make 2 meals for us. We'll each have a chop with maybe, some corn and some slaw. We'll have this one night, and then either the next day for lunch or the next evening we'll have it again. So I bought that. I also got some ham. Now I know you're thinking, here you're having pork and you're having pork again, but this ham is good for a long time. I'm going to show you the date. It is good until 7/21/17. So this will go in there, and it will be saved back for a time, maybe when I have my family here, and we all can participate in eating this ham, or otherwise I will divide it up and put some in the freezer. I don't know if I showed you, I got the celery here, which is really good. And then I got these chicken tenderloins. Sometimes I will use just Italian dressing out of the bottle. I don't know how many of you have ever done that, but I'll rinse these off and I'll put these in just a small glass dish, and then I will pour about a half a bottle of Italian dressing over the top of it and let it marinate for a few hours in my refrigerator. And then I will just put these in to bake, and they are so good that way. And this particular variety is the step up, I guess, variety of the chicken. It's really really fresh and good. Okay, and then we have the ground beef patties. I just started buying these in the last, I would say in the last month, since Aldi's reopened after the renovation. a woman was in there buying these, and I said, are those any good? And she said, are you kidding? She said, we get these every week. She said, because they're very good either on the grill or on the stovetop, in the oven, however you want to make them. She said, sometimes I make them with mushrooms and gravy, but the wonderful thing about them is that they stay this size. They do not shrink into these little tiny, sausage-like patties. So I thought, well, I'm going to try them. And I've made them every week now since then on the Foreman grill. One time we grilled outside. We grilled outside on the big gas grill. And you know what? They are delicious. Whichever way you cook them, they are so good, and they do retain their size. So they stay bun size. And I really like that, because when I pat hamburgers out just, on my own, it seems like they always have a lot of shrinkage. Now, I do the thing where you put the little hole in the middle, and that helps some, but it's not the same as these. These are really, they do the trick. And then I got some broccoli here, and I bought some lemons because we like lemons with tea, and then my husband was going to make some lemon cookies coming up, so I'm excited about that. I picked up some pinto beans. Now, I always keep lots of beans on hand, and I keep several bags of them up in my cabinet because they store well, and it's a wonderful thing to have on hand because of the protein and just, I don't know, just the goodness of it. And it's something that, dried you can keep for a long time. So I emptied a bag last week of these when I cooked them, and I thought I'm just going to go ahead and replace that bag. I'll put it on the bottom of the stack. I have about 3 or 4 bags of pinto beans, and what I do when I use one up is I try to remember to replace it and just put it on the bottom, and that way I'll keep using the ones that I've bought in the past on the top of the pile there. I bought some of these. My daughter had told me about these. She said, Mom, when you go back to Aldi, you need to get those cinnamon churros. They are so good. These little cinnamon twists. They were 89 cents. So I bought a couple of those. I also bought some chili for our hot dogs. I have some really good Nathan's hot dogs. Aldi's is now carrying Nathan's hot dogs. And where they are about $4.29 or so at the grocery store, they are $2.59 or something, $2.69 at Aldi. They're so much cheaper, and it's a really good brand of hot dog. So this is the chili to go with that. I bought 1 can of beef broth because I had used some in the past and not replaced it. I also used some chicken broth because this past week I made chicken and dumplings, and I realized I was using my last box of broth. I usually try to keep 2 or 3 on hand. So I'm putting that back for the next time I make that item. I also bought some of these really nice premium russet potatoes. They're really big ones. I don't know if you guys can see how big they are. I think they were $2.69, but these are so good. And my husband, I split them. I bake one, and then we split it, and it's plenty. It really is. And then I got a 2-pack of the citronella candles that really help with the mosquitoes. We'll put that outside with our patio. I bought this because I just thought it was a neat thing to have around, and it's a really good price. I think this was $3.99. I can't remember if it was $2.99 or $3.99. I need to look. But this little pack of Play-Doh comes with the tools, and it's just something neat that I can put back when my daughter calls and says, oh, by the way, can you get the grandchildren, or can you watch the kids for a few hours today? I can pull this out, and it gives them something different to play with. And for that small price, I'm going to put that up. I thought it was really good. And see, it's got like 6 cans of Play-Doh, and then it has the tools. And I think, let me grab my receipt. I think it was $3.99, guys. My memory, let me tell you. I just can't remember anything anymore. Where is that Play-Doh? There it is. It was $3.99. It was $3.99 for the Play-Doh assortment. Okay, and then I bought some paper plates. Now and then, we really like using the paper plates. I'm going to move over to this side a little bit. And I got the buns. I have some of these in the freezer, but I went ahead and got them today because they were just putting them out, and I knew they would be fresh. Hot dog buns, hamburger buns for those hamburgers you saw over there, some garlic bread for spaghetti, and then just a little bit of sandwich bread. And that was my haul for today, except I got one more thing, and I know you can see it, and you're going to say, what is that big thing? Do you see this big, beautiful thing right here? This is a hanging basket base. And it stands up so pretty. I mean, you can see it. It is just gorgeous. and this was $9.99 is all that cost. And you can take your hanging basket and hook it right through there, and it'll hang down, and it steadies itself with this bottom piece right here. You also could sit a large flower in a pot in this, and it just gives it a really decorative look. And I couldn't pass it up. I really, really wanted to add this to my outside decor. So sometime when I'm out there, I will show you where I put this. And so my total today, including all of these things, was just $104.90. I think I did pretty good for what I purchased today. Thank you, friends, for coming along for this Aldi haul, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.